Hey everyone, welcome back to the Nerds of the Multiverse channel. As many of you know, the Spider-Noir trailer came out today starring Nicolas Cage as Ben Reilly's Spider-Man, and we just got done watching the trailer. It looks phenomenal. We're going to break it down a little bit, what villains are going to be in this movie, what the story for this is going to be, and will this be one of the better live-action adaptations of Spider-Man that we have to this date? Let's find out. So let's break this down a little bit. Starting off with a new synopsis for Spider-Noir. The story of Spider-Noir focuses on a gangland boss known as Silvermane, played by Brendan Gleeson, who has been the subject of repeated assassination attempts. Maybe that's just one of the hazards of this business, or maybe there's a broader scheme at play. Riley starts to believe something's amiss when an arsonist suspected of setting a blaze at Silvermane's mansion reveals that he can spark fire from his hands. Then Riley runs afoul of hired muscle named Flint Marko, who invites him to go pound sand, aka engage in fisticuffs. So, based off of that plot synopsis alone, we get a little bit of character breakdown, and we did see them in the trailer, but we have Brendan Gleeson, who will star as Silvermane in this series, and he is the actor who played Mad-Eye Moody in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. So Brendan Gleeson will be playing Silvermane, which is pretty cool, because we've never gotten Silvermane live-action adaptation. We have an animated, though. And then we have Flint Marko mentioned. So Jack Huston is going to be playing Flint Marko, aka the Sandman, in this film. So that's pretty exciting that we're going to have our second live-action adaptation of Sandman. And so that's going to be pretty cool. And then the third character, now this one we've never seen live-action either, and this would be Molten Man. And Molten Man, we have a brand new look at him from the trailer. So as you guys can see on the screen right now, we have some new looks for potential villains. And one of them, top left, that is Sandman. We have a better look right here. There he is. We have Molten Man, which he's bottom left. He's the one that is on fire. The arsonist, per se, who is lighting Silvermane's mansion on fire. Bottom right would be Electro. And then the top right is believed to be the Man-Spider. So this film is going to be filled with people from the Spider-Verse. We obviously, starting off with Nick Cage, we have Ben Reilly as opposed to Peter Parker in this film as Spider-Man, and which is kind of different because Nicolas Cage played a Peter Parker variant of Spider-Man in Into the Spider-Verse, so seeing him as Ben Reilly now is different. And Chris Miller actually talked about this. Chris Miller and Phil Lord are the ones who worked on Spider-Verse, and they also are making this project. So Chris Miller on the differences between the film adaptations of Peter Parker and Spider-Noir. He says this character is very different from the Peter Parker from the movies. He's older and jaded and not afraid to punch a guy in the face drunkenly. As we see in the trailer, Nick Cage talks about just all the changes he's going through, and he feels more like a spider, and he can feel those instincts of a spider. And then he goes and gets wasted. But Nick Cage is playing Ben Reilly, so that is a major change from normal. Also, Ben Reilly in this film, his alter ego, Spider-Noir, will be called the Spider instead of Spider-Man. So he's referred to as the Spider. And the reason being is the name change is to fit with the nature of noir storytelling, as well as other heroes of the era, like the Spirit or the Shadow. So he's referred to as the Spider. It's kind of like how you have sometimes in Batman comics or Batman animated shows, they refer to him just as the Bat. They don't really call him Batman. And so, or the Batman and stuff like that. So a little bit different. This is a 1930s style show, and we are getting it in two different forms. You are seeing it in two different ways. You get to see it in black and white, and you also can see it in full true color. It's True-Hue full color. So it's very similar to what the MCU did with Werewolf by Night a few years ago, where they released it first in black and white, and then we got to see it in full color. So this trailer, as you can see, is in black and white. Some additional information about the show. It is 8 episodes long. It will be releasing on May 27th. That is the official release date. I don't know if all 8 episodes are being released or if they're going to be released weekly, but it will follow Spider-Noir investigating assassination attempts on the crime boss Silvermane. And we have various villains throughout the film. Spider-Noir will also introduce Lee Jun Lee as Cat Hardy, a 1930s twist on Black Cat, aka Felicia Hardy. So there is another character to this list. We have a massive list of characters. And if that's not enough, we also have a potential first look at Mr. Negative being in this film. You know, there's been several rumors and theories that Mr. Negative was supposed to appear in Spider-Man Brand New Day. And maybe the reason that he's not appearing in Spider-Man Brand New Day is because he's appearing in Spider-Noir. And they've already said that the main villain of Brand New Day, has not been in a live action adaptation. Well, technically, this one's coming out before Brand New Day, so maybe Mr. Negative truly is not in Spider-Man Brand New Day, but he's in Spider-Noir. So there is another possible villain. As you guys are seeing on your screen, here is some looks between the black and white and the True-Hue color. Looks phenomenal in both of them. It definitely looks like it was made in the 1930s either way, so that is pretty cool. And this show is reportedly bigger than people expect because there is supposed to be an epic battle between Ben Reilly and Sandman in this show. That might be like the big climactic event. I think it's going to come down to the end, and we're going to realize that Silvermane's probably in on all of this. I think that that's a very good chance, and we get to see Ben Reilly, private investigator. So this is going to feel really, really cool. It's going to feel very just noir. It's going to feel very mystique, and the 1930s era I think is going to be phenomenal. So that is everything that we know currently about the show. We did get to see several different shots of him swinging through New York City. Those look phenomenal. I wonder how much of this show is going to be practical and how much is going to be CGI. I'm sure it's going to be a good mix. But to be honest, I'm just excited for all of it. I think it's going to be a really, really fun time. I'm looking forward to May 27th getting here and getting to see Spider-Noir finally arrive after all of this time. And on top of it, a little bit of sneak peek for some other Spider-Man projects coming up. A animated Spider-Gwen and Spider-Punk spin-off series from Into, Across, and Beyond the Spider-Verse has been said to be in active development. So that is pretty cool. But if you guys are excited for Spider-Noir, the Amazon Prime series releasing on May 27th, comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you enjoyed this trailer. Let me know if you are excited to see the take of Ben Reilly as opposed to Peter Parker in this show. I would love to know. But with all that being said, that is all I have for today's video. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like. And if you want to see more Marvel content such as news, rankings, theories, lore videos, gaming videos, breakdowns, and more, make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications so you never miss an upload. Also, I am on social media. I am on TikTok at Nerds of the Multiverse. I'm on Instagram at The Nerds of the Multiverse. And I am on X at Nerds of the Mult1. And if you have not already subscribed to the Nerd Bros Podcast YouTube channel, make sure you do so. That's a podcast between myself and the Nerds of Ren. It's every Tuesday night. It's Marvel, it's DC, it's Star Wars, all put together into one show. And you do not want to miss it. But with all that being said, I love you 3000. And I will see you in the next video.